Hey guys, how you doing? So here we are in Mechwarrior 5 Clans, the latest iteration of Piranha Games Mechwarrior series. I've got a lot of content on Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries, and the Timberwolf, aka the Mad Cat, is my favorite mech of all time. So buying this game was a no-brainer for me. And I had my fingers crossed that they were going to be able to deliver the same quality of game and the same quantity of game that we got in Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries. Unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But, oh well, it is what it is, right? So we'll review the game for what it is, not what we wish it would be. And so here I am. I'm in the training simulator. I don't want to do any story spoilers, although I will say the story it's pretty light. I mean, you wouldn't expect a true RPG deep story in a game like this, as opposed to Deus Ex or Mass Effect, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, true RPGs. This isn't a true RPG, and it shouldn't be reviewed as such. But what it is a mech. It should be a mech simulation, and in some ways it succeeds in that aspiration. You get the big stompy robots with the lasers. You got lots of pew pew. So there's definitely some fun to be had here. But watch the jump jets. Watch what happens.
Fuel low.
I'm out. Now watch my legs. No damage. They dumbed it down. And that's my takeaway from Mechwarrior Clans. They have gone through and made the game more accessible. But it's not a good thing. They've dumbed it down. It was never a super complicated game to play to begin with, for God's sake. It's not chess or anything. It used to be you had to feather your jump jets, or you would damage your legs. That's gone. Now, is that the end of the world? No, not the end of the world. But it's disappointing. And the other thing I want to point out real quick, before the guy turns to steroids. Oh, look at that. See my heat? My mech didn't shut down. Your weapons are just temporarily disabled. That is so stupid. There's nothing wrong with your mech shutting down when you overheat. Also, put in the overheat override. Okay, we used to use that a lot in Mechwarrior Online. And if you do that, you run the chance of your mech blowing up. You should be allowed to do that. And this game doesn't let you. It's a real disappointment. I think it's a missed opportunity. For full disclosure, I've played all the way through the game on normal and all the way through on the hardest difficulty. I think it's called expert level. And let me see here who I want. I want Timberwolf now. I got 90 hours of gameplay out of it for 2 playthroughs, and I really don't feel any need to play anymore. And I have close to 300 in Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries because the game is just more replayable. There's just more content to it. And it's a crying shame that this game doesn't have that. Look at all the missiles coming in. I think I have pissed them off. It's a crying shame that Clans is so short, because these mechs are a lot of fun to drive. Oh, he's dead. Okay, Archer. Oh, that's not an Archer, it's a Crusader. Yeah, I've had about another few in their lives. Yeah, at only 25 hours per playthrough, that's really short. This is, as they said, this is the most narrative-driven of the Mechwarrior games from Piranha. That much is true. And the story is fine, it's serviceable. The voice acting is fine, although the writing is clumsy at times. The The use of vocabulary is very clumsy. I don't know if that's because the writers didn't have a lot of experience in writing dialogue, or maybe English wasn't their first language, or maybe they were trying to replicate what language would be like in the year 3500, which is when this is set. I think a game like Cyberpunk does a much better job as giving us a plausible version of language in the future. I found Cyberpunk's delivery more believable than how the Clan Warriors talk
eliminated
in this
a
game.
target.
I don't think that it was a fair trade. We gave up the campaign mode in order to get a narrative, a story-driven narrative, and I really don't think that the game's better for it. I think Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries career mode, where you got to pick which stars and which star systems that you attacked, I think that was much more interesting. So I'm going to take a point off for no career mode. I'm going to take a point off for the game being too short. 25 hours per playthrough just isn't enough. You need something more to bring people in, and this game just doesn't have it. It's really too bad. The game is unstable. This is the most unstable, most crash-prone game that I've played in a long time. And that includes Cyberpunk, that includes Starfield. So I'm going to take a point off for that. So now we're down to a 7. I'm going to take half point off for the dumbing down of the game. No, a whole point. So knock it down to a 6, because the mech bay is so simplistic and so limited. It really sucks what they've done. Now, they've given us the Omnipod system, and that's great. But they've gone through and they've made it so that you can't remove jump jets. You can't remove some double heat sinks are hardwired into certain omnipods. That is so stupid. I don't like the hardpoint system that they've implemented. It's too restrictive, and you can't come up. I mean, it's a single player game. I don't know that I really know how weapons are disabled. That's annoying. That's another thing. Your weapons get disabled sometimes whenever you go in repair bays, or when you go from scan mode back to regular mode like that.
Target destroyed.
So yeah, a 6 out of 10 for this game. I think Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries is a better game. I think if you want clan tech, there are mods for Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries, and you probably should just get those mods and install them, as opposed to buying this, because I just don't think there's enough here, and that's too bad. That's really too bad. Oh, headshot. Gotta love the dire wheel. Oh, is that jump ship gonna drop right on top of me? No, return target. So yeah, guys, that's it. Mechwarrior's Mercenary 5 Clans. A 6 out of 10 for me. I'm definitely disappointed that I have to give it that rating. I'm sad. I love the Mad Cat. I love the Timberwolf. I might even take off half a point for the restrictive nature of the meta. If you've been watching my mech build guides, it's ER small lasers and then medium pulse lasers. That's meta. If you step outside the meta, you're asking for a more difficult, harder time to get through the game. So yeah, 6 out of 10, which is above average. 5 out of 10 is average, so 6 out of 10. But I would, if you're just coming to the Mechwarrior series, go get Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries and all the DLCs, and then go get the mods that add clan tech, and you're golden. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment down below. Help me out. Got a small channel, trying to get noticed. And thanks for watching. See you later.